Cause I keep it controversial. All I do is special. Hi guys, my name is Asanda Kati and welcome to Controversial, a show that highlights the uncomfortable truths of life. Today I'm going to be talking about two topics. I'm going to be talking about Max Lifestyle. Well, Max Mqadi, the owner of Max Lifestyle, and why he is trending. And then I'm going to also talk about us possibly living in a simulation. Let's get into it.
My vision when I built the lifestyle, I was building for corporate, government corporate. I know abantu bahambe baphelelwe imali. Kuhambe ngifuna mina kuthiwe kufika corporate lakhipha 160 abantu abawu600 yakhipha u300,000 a week yaqeda. To those people are coming and go, I don't have an interest. And two, when you look at my lifestyle is intimidating. Which means technically I belong here in market. You do a target market when you do business. What is your target market? Don't in business take a target market yabantu abaphuze ingudu ejointini ubabeke oyster box ubahlanganisa ndawonye bayaclasha bakhuluma ilanguage engafani. First of all, usuyafika unothi social network kuyabiza. Akubizi. Look at the culture and look at air conditioning. Look at the view. You pay for the view. Look at the parking, paving parking.
Look at the branded water.
Uzogcina utshwana khona exit ufika notshwala bakho ugwazwe.
I'm going to talk about Max Mqadi because I really feel like the reason why he's trending is just silly, and it was taken out of context, I'm sure. And because what I think he was basically saying, he's trending for basically saying that the people that come in and out of a Max Lifestyle, he doesn't have an interest in. He was basically building Max Lifestyle for more corporate settings and for more corporate events and stuff. And in regards to the coming and going, he isn't that interested in that. And I took that as to mean, because I'm a business person, I'm an entrepreneur, I took that to mean as the vision, the goal, the overall goal of Max Lifestyle, of his business, was basically for corporate events. It was more of, he has a larger vision for it than for patrons, for it to be just a business where patrons come in and out and just drink alcohol and live. He has a bigger vision for the place, and the bigger vision was to basically house corporate events and house corporate entities, like corporate type businesses, where private sector companies or private sector enterprises pay him a lump sum of money to basically host their corporate events and the daily patrons that come in and out, he doesn't mind them. He's grateful for the business, but that is not his goal. That is not the vision of the brand. And I understand that. It's equivalent to me saying that I wanted to go national. I wanted to be a brand that entrepreneurs distribute. Like, I wanted to be the next Avon, in the sense that I want people to buy, like, to supply people the vision for my business, so me to supply them with skincare, and then they resell for me, instead of me getting into stores and reselling it as a brand, as like my own brand. I want other people to basically take my brand and I just distribute and become the supplier, and they do the reselling. That's my vision. I have an interest for people buying like my skincare, like one by one. I have an interest. I'm happy, I'm grateful, but that's not the goal, because you can't make a living out of people buying one by one. It is a business at the end of the day. So that is what I understood he meant. Like, I understood that he meant that, because of a person that is in business. And with Max, he just needed a PR person to write him a statement. However, another thing I'll say about that is the fact that when I watched the interview, it was on a YouTube channel that had under 1,000 subscribers. So him not understanding the logistics of media, not understanding his positioning in the media space now, because he is a business tycoon, I'm sure he was thinking, few people will see this. I don't have to have a PR team to structure something meaningful for me that's in a scene, though, because at the end of the day, this is my truth, and this is just a podcast that has Inganze Swallows, a team that I'm chaperoning for, a team I'm doing. I don't know if he owns the team, not even in Swallows. What is it called? My bad, but it's a soccer team. I'm just not very well versed in soccer, and I'm not that interested in this matter to the point where I want to go check who's in which soccer team. But basically, it was a podcast that he was being interviewed on. That he I believe he's one of the managers of that soccer team, but he is in a very managerial senior position within that team, and they were interviewing him. And within that interview, that channel has like under 1,000 subscribers. I think 449 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. By the time I watched it, it was 449 subscribers. So I believe that he didn't think the platform was big enough for him to get PR and marketing to basically structure. He was just going there to be himself and just as a fruit man to just give his honest opinion on things. So people obviously just misconstrued his message, because people on social media always want to be offended. They're always gonna pick at everything someone is saying just so they can find something to talk about, because 80% of them are bored with their lives. I'm not saying that to bash or be mean. I'm also bored with my life, and I'm also part of like sometimes I also scrutinize people too heavily on social media just to get a kick, but like it's not. I don't think that now people need to boycott Max Lifestyle. It was not that serious. The setup was not that serious, and he did not mean anything malicious. He didn't mean anything malicious. He was just saying, "We'll see my vision for my business." I built it for that. That was the mission. That was the mission. However, in the interim, the people that are coming and going, I'm okay with them, but I'm not that. That's not where my focus is. My focus is on a bigger, larger scale, of which every entrepreneur feels the exact same way. We are grateful for the business, and we thankful for the loyal customers, but like that is not my destination. I want more for myself, and that's okay. It's equivalent for you to say, like, if you're working a 9 to 5, it's equivalent to you saying, in as much as I'm grateful for this job, I still want more. And you wanting more is not you dissing the superiors abakasha for that position. It's not you dissing them. It's you recognizing the opportunity but still wanting to grow, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So my thought process is like, just get over it. Get over it. Maxi, right? Get over it. It's not that big of a deal. Sorry. Secondly, this one is like something I feel so passionate about, what I'm about to talk about, because I spoke about it Izolo briefly on my TikTok, but the video was ugly and I was just like, let me delete it. By the way, guys, I hate the fact that I am not a person who I hate the fact that I'm not a girly girl, in the sense that when I'm coming and doing these videos, I don't have my wig on, I don't put on makeup, I come with my fat ass cheeks and my like my teeth that have spaces in between. I hate that. I am that girl. But for me, there's bigger things to worry about than how I look. Like there's bigger things to worry about than getting a wig. Like if I've got big ass cheeks, God gave me my big ass cheeks for a reason. So they're not gonna get in the way of me reporting and talking about things that I think matter, and doing what I think matters, that I need to do to progress in my life and to get to the next level. I'm one person, like I know how to do without. If I feel like I don't want to put on makeup, I'm not gonna put on makeup. If I feel like I'm not gonna do my hair, I'm not gonna do my hair, because how you see me does not define me. I define how I see myself. I'm very confident in myself, and I mean, I got big ass cheeks and I'm not putting on a wig. And I hate the fact that I can't I'm not the person that's like, let me go do this. I feel bad for you guys that I'm not that influencer. I'm not that content creator. I feel bad, but I don't feel bad enough to do something about it. So sorry, not sorry. Let's move on. So today I saw a post about this on Spiritually Acquainted on Facebook. They spoke about the fact that life as a simulation, in the sense that in the life that we are living, maybe 500 people are real. Okay, 500 is like a stretch, but maybe like 1 million people are real, and the rest are NPCs. And the world is much smaller than they make us believe. I believe that to be the truth. I believe that to be the truth. in the sense that the way life happens, guys, you know, when something tragic, I even made an example with, I made an example because this guy was on spiritually acquainted. He was making an example using Aaron Pierre, but I'm gonna come back to that. I made an example using weather alerts. You know, on weather alerts when they say there are wildfires spreading, when they say there are dire weather conditions, to the fact that to the point where they cause flooding, where they say that a person's house, the roof of a person's house flew out, all of those things. Like there's so many, the weather conditions are so bad, guys. However, for some reason, none of us know someone who has been affected negatively by something that's going on in the news. Like nobody knows, nobody, well, not nobody, but as far as I know, in my close circle, I don't know anybody that's been affected by half of the things that they report on the news. Like the things that they report on the news are crazy. You know, sometimes I even feel like they do that to instill fear in the real people in the world, so they don't step out of line, because those are going to be the consequences, you know. But so many bad things are happening on the news, but it's seldom that you find those, the level of those bad things happening in someone's life that you know personally. You always hear of a person, you know, or puma in yoga or name, but like some things that are just so hard to believe happening to people out there. When you hear weather, when not weather alerts, but when you're hearing news, different news alerts and stuff, but you never know anybody personally that's going through that. And I find that weird. We'll see, why is it? And on top of that, have you noticed what's in your life, as bad as life can be, there's always a solution. There's always some kind of solution. There's like in the final moments when you're giving up, there's always a solution. It's as if in life obstacles are put, they're put by someone, you know, and you try to work your way around it, and just when you're about to give up, there's someone is like, okay, you've entertained me enough for the day, let me give that person a solution. That's how I feel. I feel like life is not real. Sometimes I feel like the way the way life is, izinto zimane zenzeke nje, zimane zenzeke unga-understand. There are some certain situations where you could have died and you saw a person on the news who went through something similar. That person died and you didn't, and you ask yourself, am I in a movie? Am I in the Truman Show? Am I in the movie and maybe I'm the hero, so I didn't die? It's giving NPC. It's like the world is not real. Like the friends that you meet, the people you meet that end up becoming friends, everything is just too coincidental, and it's giving someone is behind the scenes, um creating a script for my life, and I'm just acting it out. And you know, it's giving that. And I just want to, I'm interested to know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we're living a real life? What do you guys think? Like, is life real? Because I feel like it's not real. The things that happen, it's how like it works. Like it's like things go bad and then all of a sudden they just go good, and you're like, what am I doing now that I didn't do back then, that I'm doing that, that's making it work like this? Unless at that particular point in my life, my scripts did not allow for me to acquire whatever that thing was, or for me, my script didn't allow my character development being paid as far as the script is concerned. And this life, this movie of life that I'm in, I am being put in these certain situations so I can react in a certain way. Because after reacting in a certain way, I'm entertaining a group of people, and then I get promoted to like the next step, the next level of life, where I then have to not audition for a part as such, but where I have to undergo continuous trials and tribulations to entertain this group of people that keep on putting obstacles in front of me. You know, it's giving life as an NPC. And this guy even said the Truman Show, it was making an example with Aaron Pierre, saying that Aaron Pierre is guys would say he is not, he just came out of the woodworks and all of a sudden he's trending and he's all over the place. Oh, Pumapi, you know. And personally, in Hollywood, in the media industry, so much happens, and it's a whole thing. If I had to like talk about it, it's like a whole thing. That's why I'm not even in it. It needs a lot, you know. I am in it, but I'm a spectator. I'm not inside of the part, the media part, where I am leading roles and stuff like that. I'm just a spectator and just reporting on it. But the things that happen, you know, when someone gets famous after gets famous once or does well in a movie or something in a production once, after that you start seeing them everywhere. It's as if that person sold their soul or something. It's crazy. But ultimately, I feel like life is an NPC and we are not real. I feel like I'm just an illusion in your mind and you're imagining this, and one day you're gonna wake up to the real world and you're gonna have a group of people big shailies and like saying, thank you for the show. You entertained us, and there's like a million aliens just looking at us and just for entertainment purposes and looking at our lives for entertainment purposes. And when we are done, when they are entertained enough, they kill us and then they move on to the next person. That's how I feel. What do you guys think?